Alright, not gonna lie, it took me a while to figure out what the heck I was gonna do today, because all this rain kind of threw me completely off the ball. I mean, I knew it was gonna rain. I was not expecting this much rain. It is so wet, right? There's water standing everywhere. We had another 6/10 last night on top of the 1 3/4 that we got. Some areas got even more than that. Some areas got a little bit less, but it's a mess. The original plan for today was I was gonna borrow a bat wing and mow that wheat field in front of Grandma and Grandpa's house, because it's turning into an eyesore, and it's probably not going to get plowed until I figure out exactly what's going on with the tile, which we're still working on. Trying to figure out, we're down to dealing with the county on something on it before we can make a final decision, and you know how dealing with the county drainage commission can be. So hold on, I'm getting a phone call. So anyway, I was gonna do that, and then I drove past there this morning, and there was about, like I figured, there's water standing everywhere in that field. There's water standing everywhere in almost every field, but I figured if I went out there and tried to do any brush hogging, all I would manage to do was cut a bunch of ruts and get the tractor and brush hog all covered in mud, and it just ain't worth it for what needs to be done out there. So that plan got shot to shit, and I figured, oh well, it's a halfway decent day. It's been raining on and off all morning. Like these nuisance all these gray clouds are bringing water, so you get these nuisance sprinkles every once in a while. But I figured, what the heck, I'll go down to South Bend, and there's a video I've been wanting to make for the Oliver Industrial Park down there. So this morning I was sitting there eating breakfast, trying to do a little bit of research on that, see if I could find some visual aids, because I don't want to do it until I got some pictures, so that, because there's basically nothing left. So I wanted some pictures so that we could, you know, I could point at this open field and say, this is what this used to be. But I could not find any aerial pictures like I wanted on the internet. It's so hard finding stuff for South Bend versus Charles City. It's stupid. But so I'm gonna probably have to go right to the South Bend Historical Society, because they have all the photographic collection and yada 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 from that, and see if I can find, I'd like to find like an aerial photograph from like the 60s, 70s, somewhere in there, so that it's got pretty much all of the buildings that would have been there up until 84 when demolition, or when they sold out in 85 when demolition started. But so that plan got shot to shit because I couldn't find what I wanted. So I ended up took the that dealer sign I bought over to Mom and Dad's, because it's supposed to, we got like 70-80% chances of rain tomorrow, so I figured that'd be a good shop project for tomorrow. Get that sign fixed and ready to hang. And did some road farming and went and checked on a few fields. Found out the county took one of my fields and knocked 4 rows off of it, probably 100 yards long, all the way around the corner. Never been a problem before the entire time I farmed it, and all of a sudden this year it's a problem. Idiots. I got some corn that might shell, but it's like, it's 22, it's still like 22%. The test weight was pretty, I hope my tester was off, because it said the test weight was only 50. God, I hope that's not the case, but we'll find out when I actually go to shell it. But so decided against that. And after all that, I came to the conclusion that I have some rearranging of equipment that I want to get done here. So I figure while the weather's halfway decent and it's too wet to do anything else, I might as well get that job done. So I want to get this wagon. I did some measuring, and it can fit up in the barn in between the wall and the planter tongue, and still have room to park stuff. So I want to get this inside the barn before it turns to shit. Which this really hasn't been mentioned much anywhere. This is an Oliver 5150 flare box wagon, all original. And I want to get it inside because it keeps doing this, and I want it inside before all this waterlogging turns the floor to shit. This is when did we lose the barn? 2 winters ago. So it's been sitting outside since, and up until that point, we've had it inside the entire time. And it's on an Oliver running gear. But like, I want to get it inside before everything goes to hell on it. We've actually got a hoist to put underneath it, and really all it needs is that hoist put underneath it and a good set of implement tires put on it, still these junky ass car tires, and it would be usable gear, everything, or usable wagon. Everything's tight. I mean, I need to get it where it's usable and I could actually do something with it and haul a few loads with it a year and keep it shined up and limbered up. But so I want to get this in the barn, and I want to rearrange this stuff down here to make it easier to mow, and I want that stuff out away from the trees, that way nothing can fall on it anyhow. So that's what I got for you. It's not much, but it's, like I say, the weather has everything screwed up today, and it looks like for most of this week and most of the foreseeable future, because as of right now, there's only 5 dry days in the 15-day forecast, and none of them are really in a row. Alright. But before I move this, I gotta get a tire back here because this one won't hold air. And if I'm gonna have it in the barn, I need it easily movable. So I went and bought 2. So that we can get this taken care of. It's on 4 round tires again, so that was bigger. finisher so that I can move that. Alright, that fits in there as intended. So, that makes me feel better. It's not outside going to shit on me. Once it dries out, it'll be fine. So, we'll go move some more stuff around. right, everything is back in the barn. I tried something different. I think I like this system a little better. And if I did this, then the 1600 can sit right here when it finally gets back. So yeah. But I guess now that I got all that stuff rearranged down there, I might as well get it mowed, because with the temperatures we got coming up, the grass is probably going to start going dormant here fairly quickly, so this will probably be the last time I have to mow it. Okay, you cold-blooded old hag. And now we walk away from it for 10 minutes or it'll stall every time you let the clutch out. that's a little more presentable and organized. The soil saver's just chilling there out of the way because this isn't his permanent home. I just drug it over here so that it was in the same spot as the four-wheel drive. So I wish Dad was done with the Mini, because then I'd bring it back over here, and now would be the perfect time to start getting all the scrub brush out of that woods right there, so I could start getting the trees out of there, especially up there in that corner where we want to do the chickens. But he's not done with the Mini yet, so there ain't no sense in dragging it over here to turn around and take it back over there. So anyhow, sorry it wasn't more of a production. This was a last minute something to do kind of project because everything else got screwed up for me. So I guess with that being said, that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.